think something new.
Hey guys, how is everyone? Welcome to episode 4 of Soul Kitchen. It's good to have everyone back again. We've got a big crew tonight. So I'll introduce everyone. At first, at Kicking It with G, we've got the man who once took an L. He was so shocked, man.
It's been a while.
It ended up
Blink
all
and
right,
you miss
actually. It's all right. It ended up okay. The dub was actually just in his junk folder. It's a manual.
Yeah, how you going, guys? Look, I don't know how that happened, but that was awesome. But yeah, looking forward for my taxi ones to come in.
Yeah, if your wife's around, ask her to slap you down, mate. This guy's got the same size foot as half the people who play in the NBA, but he is very unathletic. It's Julian Pounce at Kicks and Grace.
Sup, man? What's going on?
Hey, dude.
Good to see you again, man.
Nice to see you guys.
This guy really likes to get his flaps wide open for a pair of Gel Light 3s. He puts the BJ in LBJs. It's Stephen Anderson at SC.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
So good.
Every sneaker needs love, Micah. You know that every sneaker needs love. Might as well come from these little feet.
This guy's had more J's in his fingers than Snoop Dogg. It's Sneaker News. Oz, Daniel Lawson.
Hey, how are we, boys? Good to be back again. And good review tonight coming up with a much anticipated pair. So looking forward to throwing that one out tonight.
Can't imagine what it'll be. And next up,
it's a New Balance.
And next up, the man with speaking of New Balance, our next host has more pairs than the clientele at fucking Ray's Camping.
Hey guys, what's up? Good evening.
Good evening.
I know Micah's hosting, so he gets to shit on all of us, but
yeah,
I have one for him. I'm not doing hosting, but I have an introduction from Micah. We have Micah McLean, the host. He's someone that is, if a potato, wished to be a real boy.
I'm a real boy. I just thought he was the weenie in the beanie.
That's fair. Good stuff. All right, well, let's kick it off. We'll do. Thanks for that, by the way, Donaldo.
Hey, just quietly,
Emmanuel. Have you got a shoe?
You're all right. Just
go
go.
on. Right.
No, I just I thought I ran into old man the other day. I was driving my car and we went past a Rivers outlet, and the amount of guys walking there in New Balance and cardigans on, I was like, shit. No, it's not.
Yeah, that was just the retirement home. All right, so let's kick it off with Kicking It with G or Emmanuel. Would you like to show us your shoe of the week for this episode?
Yeah. Since everyone picked up the sneaker politics, well, majority of us picked up the sneaker politics ASICs a week back. I brought out the sneaker politics ventilators. Put them on feet for a couple of days, man. It's still it's still got the pig suede on there. Still awesome with the politics logos and whatnot. Sorry, the lighting's really bad, but yeah, I popped that on feet a couple of times this week, just heading off to the local grocers. Yeah, love them.
Nice.
How old are they?
2015, man. So 7 years. Wow. Yeah, and they're holding up real nice as well. So. Yeah, holding up real nice.
You have a lot of sneaker politics in your collection, hey?
We just 2015 had all the Reebok anniversary pack came out, and there was two every month that came out. So I tried to get as many as I could. So the Kendricks were part of that too. So 2015 for me was a good year. As a Reebok fan.
2016, you wore double eye patches, though, didn't you? Just because you had too many shoes.
Pretty much. I don't want to. Yeah, I had to.
Beautiful. All right, Julian, what have you got for us this week, mate?
So I got one delivery this week. I feel that this shoe is super underrated, and I feel that a lot of guys are kind of, I don't know.
Wait, did you say one delivery this week?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
one.
just going to ask that.
Only one. The other ones have been delayed till next week, so I've
He's
got
talking
some
about
special
sketches,
pairs
hey?
for next
Because they're
week, yeah.
underrated.
The trigger meter's already maxing out.
But I feel this pair gets really a bad reputation just because obviously a lot of guys are a bit, I have to say homophobic, but I've got the Be True Dunks. So the SB Dunks came out a couple of weeks ago. Lucky to win a raffle, but quality is amazing. It's a wear-through pair, so eventually you'll get the collar through all the panels.
Yeah.
They're multicolored too, aren't they?
Yeah, every shoes are unique. So
Yeah.
underneath of them, no shoes will be exactly the same. So pretty much the whole
cool.
thing. But yeah, the quality is just amazing. Leather, super soft, embroidery through there, just amazing. Just a really cool concept, and they even have the little stash pocket in the tongue, so you can stash whatever you want to stash in there.
You can put your weed in
And
there.
it's sweet. Yeah, super
Muscular
cool pair.
lad.
But yeah, amazing pair. Retail, and I reckon you could probably get them most pairs for really close to retail on StockX and stuff like that. Really cool. I can't wait to wear them and start thrashing them a bit. And pity I can't skate, but hopefully maybe in a couple of months I'll come back and show them worn through.
Yeah, awesome. I'd
Nice.
like to see what happens with it. All right, Hendo, what have you got for us this week?
Mine's the latest pickup. I probably ordered this 14 years ago because I ordered through Nike, and Nike and deliveries to my house suck. But I got my one win on sneakers because nobody else wanted it. Is the Union Cortez. I don't know what colorway it is, pink, grey, blue. But nice sneaker. I was happy to finally arrive. I had a irate phone call with an international agent of Nike the other day. Let them know how crap their company is and how bad their customer service is. And the next day they arrived. So maybe I should ring up and say sorry, but not until I get my 20% discount. But no,
Did they give you the discount?
Yeah, that's in the email. So I said, what, for me to order something at 20% off to not receive it anyway. So anyway, it was a fun phone call, but my sneakers finally turned up. But I'm happy with them. I think they are very underrated, and that I put them on foot and I'm like, yep, these are nice. They're
comfy, hey?
Yeah.
How's the flap at the back?
It's not like Gel Light 3 flappy, but we're getting there. It's like, now you see
Any
me, now
flap
you
is
don't.
good enough for you, hey?
Mate, give any flap a crack.
Please
Like they
stop
say in
talking.
there, know the ledge. No, I think they're a nice sneaker. They're a well done sneaker, and with the pack being so under retail, it might be worth a pickup. I'm probably not going to get any other Union shoes, so yeah, that's me. I'll go on foot someday.
Sounds good. All right,
Later.
Daniel, what have you got for us, mate?
Well, I could have gone with anything. I could have gone with the UNC ones, the Off-White 4s, the Olympic 6s from 2012. But these are my shoe of the week. These are a pickup that I wanted. Won this on WCW, a site that I've spent way too much money on in the last few months. Shout out to Shannon that actually got me onto that site. You're a bastard. But these are a pair that I wanted for a long time. Couldn't find a pair in my size. The Obsidian Jordan 1s.
Beautiful.
Nice.
The leather on these bad boys are just absolutely phenomenal. And I had to go with
Yeah, they're good, hey?
I had to go with the dual laces on them just to make them pop that little bit more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got that on mine as well.
absolutely stoked to have these join the collection.
Yeah, sick. it's a really nice pair, man. One of my favorite
100%.
J1s, I'd say.
Yeah.
And Donald, what New Balance do you have for us this week?
Not New Balance this week, although I can show some New Balance if you're interested.
That's all right.
I think you guys have seen this already, but it's the A6 Gel 1130 with collaboration with Al Studios. I mentioned that the first time I looked at it on hand, I didn't think it will match up with the Alley Cats, but the more that I've taken a picture of it and then I've tried it on, I think it's up there. It's really up there this year's Australian stores collabs, I guess. Material's really good. I like the mesh. I like the hairy suede on the brown areas and the black parts, but it's really good. I think it's a well-made and well-executed collaboration.
How are they for comfort?
They're good. I mean, they're not. I mean, the old heritage runners doesn't really compare with modern runners. You know what I mean? Like if you really want comfort, you go with modern runners.
Yeah.
But the old heritage runners are still better than, let's say, old basketballs or retro basketball sneakers.
I think
So
the
if you
one
want
thing I
comfort,
love,
then
the one thing I love with that pair is the actual the heel counter. Like when you put it on the heel side, you've got that pattern on the back. Yeah, it looks awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
They are a nice pair, eh? I
Yes,
can't
that's
find any in a
small,
size 13, but
Yeah, hen's teeth.
Yeah. I've been looking for you guys as
yeah,
well. if I find
I've got a feeling they
something,
might
but-
have only went to size 12, which we find
From
with
the
a
looks
lot
of
of
it.
ASICs.
Yeah.
They only go to a 12.
So yeah, I haven't decided yet whether the best collab this year is the Alley Cats or this one, but it's a toss up between the two. So yeah, that's my sneaker of the week. It's not New Balance.
And you, Mr. Micah?
Surprising.
What about you?
Yeah, so for me, I've got the Sashiko 4.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this 4.
Love 'em.
Yeah, they're super cool. Just like all the detailing, all the Japanese style kind of materials. Like the wave bit, and just the mismatch. I didn't like they came with like a one shoe with red laces, one shoe with blue laces. Not a huge fan of that. Definitely took them out.
Went to
just
sale.
popped some sale. Yeah.
Nice.
Took these out of some SBs. They come up pretty schmick. I like to wear those
Lovely.
a lot. Won't lie, not the most comfortable. shoe
They're
in
a
the collection.
I was about to say, they're a solid built pair, aren't they?
They are very
I-
solid, but yes, not very soft.
No, but it's like I think we spoke about it after the pod last week. We brought out a couple of sneakers, and have you seen those bleached? Where people
No.
custom bleach them?
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
Watch to the end of this episode because we don't want to lose viewers, and then Google bleach.
We're already redirecting everyone off to see.
Someone send me a pair. I'll do a custom, and we'll feature it on Soul Kid.
Yeah,
Alright,
that'll
sounds
be good.
In the meantime, Donald, can you kick him out, please?
With that red line.
All right, so this week,
Emotion or baggage.
this week's topic. This week's topic actually flows on really nicely from episode 3. I know last week our topic was kind of talking about design, and we kind of flowed into talking about the quality. We certainly bring up the pandas a lot. So I thought this week we could delve deeper into the thoughts on companies and the quality that they're bringing out now. We've seen.
I think we should do a little bit of review first, Micah.
Oh, you'd like to do the review first? You don't want to do the?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do
who's
review
the
first, remember?
host here?
Oh, I know. Just fucking hijack
Come on, man.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm more than happy to do the review. So this.
Sorry, I let you ramble that long.
I
but-
know.
I just remembered this is not how the format goes.
I thought we had a script.
I know. Do you want to wait till the segue's over and then tell me we're not doing it? All right. Anyway, regardless, let's segue into something else. So, This week we thought we'd review the Fire Red 3s, the recent release. And is it just Daniel that has these in hand? Or
I think
did you get yours?
Donald's.
I got mine today.
Oh, you got yours too. Perfect. So at least two of us have them in hand, and we could talk about that. Surely you got a dub on this one, Emmanuel?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
No, don't lie.
The power was off at his house.
Check your junk. Check your junk.
Hang on, someone's knocking at the door.
Check your junk emails, mate.
It's JP's delivery driver because he hasn't been to his house this week.
Oh wait, no, the raffles haven't really even started for this one.
They haven't been released
yet.
only in Asia. That's right.
I think 2 weeks time. In 2 weeks time.
Yeah, I know, but usually Emmanuel can get dubs before the raffles even start. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's good. I only have to go for one this time because I know Donald's already got his pair, so we're good.
All right. Well, I definitely want to start with Daniel's thoughts on this one. So, Daniel, what do you think of the Jordan 3 Fire Red?
These came in to my possession, I think Wednesday, could have been. I opened the box, I looked inside it, I put up a video on a sneaker page that we're on. That was the last time I looked at them because I could not wipe the smile off my face. I have been waiting for these all year since I heard they were coming out, and they didn't disappoint. Starting from the box, going back to that OG style box that we known and loved with 3s. Jordan Brand, if you're listening, keep this fucking box. Don't give us that shit bloody Jordan 3 box you were. For all your OGs, keep this box.
No offense, Daniel, but they're not listening, mate. They're already watching how to bleach Sashiko 4th.
They're gone.
Speaking of going back to the OG style, we are given the build card again. Back how we used to get it.
That's awesome.
Yep. It's not how we used to get it. It used to be that cardboard sort of fold-out thing. It is a paper.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm happy that we got this back. Little thank you for shopping at Novelship. Little shameful plug for Novelship. I get all my stuff through them 9 times out of 10. I deal with them more than I deal with StockX and Goat, and I have yet to be disappointed. So jump over there for something different.
Novelship, if you're listening, sponsor us.
They're not. They're watching the Sashiko video.
Would you just take a look at
awesome.
that shoe? Would you just take a look at that shoe? The leather quality on this, it could be better. I'm not saying it's shit. It could be better, but it is still pretty good. It is still really good. The leather on the tongue, though, it is so soft. The elephant print was something that was given a fair bit of shtick from first images. That elephant print is OG. That is an OG elephant print. That is how it came in the 80s, and what was it, 94? I think it was re-released. But just to see the Fire Red 3, not the denim 3s that come out 2 years ago, but the Fire Red 3 with that Nike Air slapped on its ass again, man, the smile is coming back. The smile is coming back, and I'm going to have a smile on my face for the rest of this pod. This shoe is something else, and I am happy that it's going to sit on shelves because it hasn't got a Travis Scott name to it. It hasn't got a collab name to it. And it's going to mean that people are going to be easily able to access an OG silhouette.
Yeah. I don't know whether they're going to sit. I reckon they're just going to sell out heaps just because the story behind them and the fact that they're going back to the OG, like as close to the OG silhouette as they have. But I think one of the things that will probably make a lot of OGs kind of second guess them is the elephant print, right? Because they've been talking about how dark it is and very reminiscent of the denim, the Japanese denim ones that came out a couple of years ago. So
very similar.
So I'm hoping that all the OGs do leave them alone so we can all cop. But as soon as they said that they were bringing back the they were bringing back the actual tech specs, I was so excited because I remember as a kid just reading that before you even put the shoes on. Hey, so I'm like, it's awesome.
It might depend on how many numbers they bring out too. Whether that'll probably be a big factor into if they're available or how
I
It
feel-
will be
available.
well stocked.
I feel they're going to be really well
Resale
stocked.
value is a reflection of that.
Yep.
So yeah.
And if they've only dropped on the Asian sort of sites, like
Yeah.
you got to feel that when they drop in like the US and the Aussies, I reckon they're going to crash in price. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
hopefully,
Yeah.
I'm looking for a double up for that, so I can thrash in there.
I am
might
looking for a
double up.
triple up on these.
Are they?
But anyway,
So, what do you think, Donald?
well, they're not New Balance or Asics, so I'm not as excited as Daniel. But I appreciate Jordan as well. So I think they're nice, and I agree with the materials. I mean, they're not horrible. They're not comparable to the recent Jordan 3 releases. They're obviously better, but they can be improved. But yeah, I like it. I like that. I've never seen the Fire Red, even the re-released ones, in hand. I've just read or watched some reviews, and they're saying that the red paint is more matte on this one, which I think makes it better. I think it looks way better, and obviously Daniel has touched upon it as well with the elephant print, which is not as dark as the original re-release. I've always loved Jordan 3. I mean, I don't have that I guess I don't have that strong nostalgia attached to it, but looking at it on its own, and my rule now is if I'm buying anything other than New Balance or Asics, I should prefer wearing them over New Balance and Asics, and this is one of them. I think they're really good, so yeah.
And you finally got your first OG.
So I got them. Yeah, and my first Fire Red as well. So I've been looking for that. So
good.
yeah, I got them.
Yeah, it's definitely a clean looking shoe, that's for sure. So, I mean, Emmanuel, Julian, Hendo, are we copying?
Oh, 100%.
Oh man, absolutely. Do we know if they're coming in a full size run at all? Because I've only seen the men's size.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
You want the whole family. You're just sitting in front of the computer, just
Yeah,
Drink
absolutely,
it.
man.
Have you ever left
Absolutely. At the
I know
moment,
I-
That's
my,
a good idea.
I know over in
my
Asia, it's a
son's
full
wearing
size run.
the cement fours at the moment. He's loving it.
Yeah.
So I love that his foot's finally fitted, and now like my wife will put hers on, and it's gonna be awesome. Like, so
kids in 3 and 4s. They're like their kid shoes.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I know over in Asia they got a full family size run, but let's be honest, like it's full family size runs up to a size 5 for men's anyway. So
They only release toddlers.
This went in a dark direction.
Segue, materials, quality.
Well,
how
actually,
good-
yeah, I was actually wanting to ask, out of 10, what would you guys rate it for quality?
Yeah, that's gonna be hard for me.
What's the closest 3 that you'd put the leather to?
yeah,
I
the
don't have
denims.
them.
Look, I think
Yeah.
I think when it comes to threes, right, the benchmark is always the BC3 letter, right? I think
Yeah.
that's always the benchmark.
It's
Have you-
far off
have-
from the BC3.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's not gonna be. It's not even Amamanier leather.
Yeah.
Like it's not AMM3 leather. As well.
Have you had the international? Has anyone else got the international flight 3?
I don't have those.
I do.
No.
The leather on those is, I reckon it's better than the black cement 3 leather.
Oh yeah.
I don't love those. though.
I know
To be
everyone's
honest.
complaining about the quality of the recent releases for Jordan 3s. This is definitely a little step above those recent releases. So they're not as bad or as horrible as those ones. So
Yeah, look,
yeah, that's a good sign.
to compare them to the denims that came out 2 years ago, the leather style, the leather quality. Sorry,
Yeah.
they're a little bit better leather quality, a little softer, not as tumbled. Sorry, not as pebbled. Sorry. So they are. If you've got the denim 3s, they are a little bit better quality than what they are.
Better than that.
And
Are they Katrina style?
Yeah.
Similar.
similar, very similar. But
okay.
like I said, it's not the high quality leather that we've had on your BC3s, or even the good leather they put on the Desert Elephants, that nice black leather they had on that. But it's still a really, really good leather. I rate it, and out of 10, I'd 9.5 for the material, or 9 to 9.5 for material, and for the overall shoes, a 15 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't rate materials like that because other brands, they're always gonna be better. So it's unfair.
Yeah, no, you've got to try and, I guess, compare it to. Wait, can you just
Other
whistle that
Jordan.
paper a bit louder, please?
I fucking can. I can.
It's like, next, just 2 seconds later, just brings out a bag of chips.
Bag of Doritos.
Yeah. Mud cake, just.
All over the face.
Alright, well, I've already done this segue. Oh, sorry, Daniel, go ahead.
Sorry, I had a bit of a giggle there. Someone put a comment on one of our posts on Insta, I think, that we've destroyed mud cake for him after one of the episodes that we had.
Yeah, worst mud cake.
No, that's the best kind.
All right, yeah, so I've already done this segue, but let's run it back. So, last week we were talking about, design and we kind of flowed on into the quality, and we certainly talked a lot about the pandas. Look, we've seen a lot of, old silhouettes coming back. So, New Balance bringing out the 550s. Adidas has been bringing out the Forums, and Nike heavy on the Dunks. And, the quality on those, all three of those pairs is quite poor, but they seem to be selling quite well. So what do you guys think about the direction companies are taking with quality, and how that doesn't seem to be affecting sales, I guess?
I think Donald hit it on the head last week when he said that we're the niche market, not the everyday consumer for the sneaker. People just look at it and go, I like the shoe, so they buy it. Like, we look at it and go, nice shoe, but quality's rubbish, you don't want it.
Absolutely. I think all the companies are just banking in on this whole vintage fashion coming back in, right? All the 90s stuff, and that's why all the heritage silhouettes are all coming out. So it's not necessarily about the quality of it, but the look of it at the moment. So you're getting this new wave, new generation of sneaker enthusiasts. I remember that's how I started, right? I started to love sneakers because they just looked amazing. They just looked real cool. Put them on feet, even if they're a bit stiff, they still look cool. But then, as Donald was saying, yeah, we are that niche, and we're starting to understand more than what the sneaker is for how it looks, but more everything else, right? So, yeah, I don't know.
I think it.
Like you say, when we first got into sneakers, like you've only got 3 pairs.
Yeah.
You put your sneakers on every day. Who cares how hard the leather is? After 5 weeks of wearing it, it'll be soft and falling apart anyway.
Yeah.
Where we want to pick up a sneaker, and it wanted to be soft out of the box, don't we?
Yeah.
And I think the reason why companies are getting away with it is that really it's a lifestyle sneakers. I mean, you're more into the looks of it. Like if you're talking about performance runners or your gym shoes or any of that, like you have a different sort of like perspective. Like there's different things that you're looking for. If you're looking for technical runners, you either want a high cushion runner, or you might want something with a plate on it and all of those things, right? For gym, you might want something different. That's why they're all constructed differently with different materials. With lifestyle, I think company can get away with shit materials as much as they can, because you put it on feet and then you rock it. It's part of fashion rather than function. So I guess.
But they need to be hard wearing as well, because we're the only ones buying new sneakers every.
Nah,
The people that are buying it.
we are the. I mean, we are we are the group that buys sneakers every week. But you gotta understand, there's this like compared to the general mass, like there's just way too many people buying more shoes than we are. Even if you combine all the sneakerheads.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
But I'm saying we're the ones that buy a new shoe because we like the sneaker and we like what it is and we want to get a quality pair in hand. They're buying a sneaker because they like the look of it. It's in trend, but it also has to be hard wearing for X amount of weeks.
Yeah. No, that's
And if they get longevity out of that sneaker that they like and that people think are cool, they're going to buy another pair.
Yeah, but does it even get that far though, right? Because if it's based on fashion, right? 2 years ago it's Dunks, and now it's all 550s, right? Maybe by the end of the year it's gonna be something else. So do you really need that kind of longevity on your sneakers when in a year's time there's probably something more cooler than that with shittier materials, but again, you only wear it for a year.
But the thing is
right?
that we're the ones that determine what's going to be fashionable next is the consumer. The consumer's the one that breaks the mold and starts the trend. Like you look at those shitty Panda Dunks, who would have known that they would have been as popular as what they are? And I know we continue to use that silhouette and that colorway as a focus point, but the materials on them are fucking horrible. They really are horrible. I do own a pair, and I've used them for everything I could possibly use them for. I wear them to work, for God's sake, and I work in mud. But they are horrible. But for some reason, it's like flies to a bloody flame. People just keep getting drawn to shit material shoes. And Nike, I'm just using the terminology of Nike, will continue pushing them out.
That's and I guess that's worrying. Look, is that dangerous? We talked last week. I know Daniel, you had a shoe that you pulled out from 2013, and I had one from 2014. And there's, mine was the MX1, yours was the 90. And just on, that short time ago that they released now, the quality's nowhere near what it was.
Nowhere near.
Then, and so is this a disturbing trend? Are we going to see the quality of a lot of sneakers go down because it doesn't seem to be affecting sales? In fact, I would say quite the opposite.
Well, the thing is that how can a brand pump out so many pairs and have amazing quality? They have to save money somewhere. All of this leather, it's really it's questionable how much actual leather's in these shoes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we all think it's amazing quality, but it is actually layered. It's just different techniques that they produce them with. The other day, they on social media, there was that article that Jordan Brand is making $3 million. Is it a day or an hour?
5 hours.
5 hours.
$3 million every 5 hours. It's ridiculous. Like, think about how many pairs they must be like producing to sell that many, like worldwide. We only sort of, I guess, keep an eye on like the hype models and know like maybe there's 100,000 made, but it's crazy. And at the end of the day, also I feel that Jordan Brand bring out the shit colors in really good quality, or the perceived really good quality, so people will pick them up and buy them. They're testing the market to see. Behind me, a lot of Jordan 1s. Obviously, we know the Fusion Reds. Really unpopular color, but the leather quality was super soft. So I feel that they test the water. OGs, they know that everybody's going to buy them. So they can go, okay, we're going to compromise on the quality because we know they're going to sell out. And we can save money here and there. We're going to sell 100,000 in the first couple of hours, so why not? So, but
well, you take the Brotherhoods, for example, and how they've sat, and the Brotherhoods themselves are not a popular colorway, but the materials on them feel amazing
for what they are.
And there's a good story behind it too, but they're just a shoe that's just sat.
It's crazy to think.
Do you think if let's look at just one brand, look at Nike. I reckon if you walk into your Foot Lockers, your Hypes, whatever, and you pick up a pair of 90s or a pair of Air Max 1s, the quality's always on par. It's always a decent shoe.
It's consistent.
Now this hype's come in for, like, we'll go back to the Panda Dunks. and they're just pushing them out because the consumer's taking them. Therefore, the quality's rubbish. Like JP was saying, why put good quality material on a sneaker that's going to sell no matter what?
That's right. And that's what I was saying was dangerous. I think if I go into like a Foot Locker or a Height Now, man, and I pick up 90s, I actually don't think they're very good quality. I'll be honest.
Yeah, they're definitely not what they were. Every year, I think they get worse, but they're not the worst sneaker on the shelf.
Certainly not. No.
That's a TN.
It's all red.
Hendo's getting shanked as soon as this episode's over.
Or you just alienated half of our 8 listeners.
Subscribers. We've just lost
No, I never said
that
that bad shoe. I just said that the quality's not there.
Yeah. All right. So do you have some upcoming, Donaldo?
I do. I've set something up. But let me just ask a question first, right? Because I think on Nike, we say it's Nike, right? Producing all of this shitty material quality shoes. But I guess it's just because of the volume and the popularity. Do you think other brands would resort to same tactics if they get the Nike's level? Let's just say a Saucony, right? If you go look at the Shadow 6000, it's a GR and quality is like way better. It's already ahead, right?
How many stores can you walk in and pick up a Shadow?
It's not a lot, but that's what I'm saying, right? Let's just say Saucony hits critical mass as well, when they're selling as high volume as Nike. Do you think it's part of that? Do you think it's a consequence of being that popular and trying to produce?
I'll tell you now,
shoes?
it's already happened. It's already happened. New Balance 550s. In general release, they're popular as all hell, and they are shit material. It's already happening.
Yeah, well, with all brands, there's different tiers of models. I'm not sure how much 550s retail for, but obviously you're going to have like the Teddy Santis, which retail for like the high 300s. You got the 574s that are what, $140 or something, and then you've got all these models in between. So they have to make a pair for everybody, and so I feel that obviously the more they produce of a certain model, they're going to have to like obviously compromise the materials. The more expensive ones, there's going to be less of them, so the quality's going to be better.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I guess you're still saying on the flip side though that we're looking at like your Jordan 1s, and when they know they've got a model that's going to sell out, we're saying we're not getting as good a quality. So they're doing it on both ends of the scale, aren't they?
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to if the Chicago Lost and Founds. It'll be interesting to see them in hand to see if they actually how they compare against the 2015 models.
Well, you just got to look at the Obsidian Jordan 1s.
That's
Sorry, you just got to have a look at the Obsidian Jordan
model for Nike, right? Because I remember some of their high tier runners like the Next Percent or even the Jordan 36, right? Quality is, I'm guessing, it's going to be high on those ones, right? So I think it's just really it's targeted specifically, and I'm guessing it's targeted on hype. We're in like the Panda Dunks example that it's popular, it's selling out. Then let's just like, why bother using a high quality material on them?
But also they're $150 shoe compared to like
true.
That's
compared
right.
to the Next Percent, which is $320, or Alpha Flyer, which is up to $370. Yeah. So there is
for a runner as well,
correct,
that you're gonna destroy.
It's the same quality on a Panda Dunk as what's in the Kmart Kids Shoes section, and they're $24.95.
But they don't have the swoosh on them though. So.
Yeah, but the biggest thing is as well is that we're talking about the prices here. Is that I guess we just want some consistency with Jordan Brand and Nike, right? So if we're paying like $260, $290 for a pair of Jordan 3s, at least let the leather quality be as consistent as some of the best ones, right? Yeah.
Every pair,
absolutely. Yeah. And every year the Jordan Brand shoes are going up at least $10 a year. So
that's right.
So by the time it gets to 300 or even more, we want to get bang for buck, right? So we want to get what we're paying for. Yeah. And I think,
that's it. And we're not the ones going, I'm not going to give you $300 because we're going to give them $300. We all know we are.
Yeah.
but we just want that same quality back into it, where the people buying their Panda Dunks at 140, they don't care what they're getting. They're just, we care because we still want quality, but they don't care because they just want cheap.
But I think that might actually bleed into the companies, because I do think, you know, I've stopped buying a lot of Jordans just based on reviews and what the quality is like on specific models. I'm just out. If I see it's just trash, I'm just done. And so, you know, that might end up bleeding into it eventually if they keep dropping the quality. I mean, I just can't imagine, especially with our niche, that people will put up with it.
What about?
I think the problem as well, again, with the Dunks is the perceived value put on it, really. I mean, if you can get it for retail, yes, it's a shit quality shoes. It's a $30 shoes, but it has a swoosh on it, and we all know that pretty much.
It's a nice
price, but
it's a nice colorway. Like I actually think they look cool, but yeah, it's just trash. I mean, all of the Dunks that they bring out these days are trash.
It's not just the Panda.
No, not at all. It's been going on for at least a year. I would say as recently as 2 years ago, Dunks were good quality.
So the last two good quality I'm aware of was the Syracuse and the Kentucky. Those two.
Oh my god, the Syracuse High, dude. Back, I think that was like a 2016, 2017, was amazing.
Well, the lows, the quality was really good. The leather was really soft. The price of them is just ridiculous now. But yeah, those is when the hype was. They were building it up and they were bringing out good quality. People were buying them, and yeah, just went downhill from there. But
I mean, I'll be honest with you though, man. Back when you know, I could go to a Foot Locker and just see Dunks in a fucking bin. It says 50% off. You know, you could literally go and buy. I bought those Syracuse Highs, amazing soft quality, $40.
Crazy.
They go for like $800-900 now. That same pair.
So, what are your thoughts on like quality control? Because we've been talking about leather quality. But yeah, like Jordan Brand's like really letting down on some pairs. Like I've got a couple pairs of Thunder 4s, glue stains all over them. So what are your thoughts around that sort of quality rather than actual quality of materials?
I've always like wanted to know why, because I mean, Nike and Jordan Brand for me is kind of like a status thing, right? Because growing up, because you know, I never had my first Nike shoe until I was like in year 8, but I was always into the Reeboks and all the different brands, and I've always questioned why you've got Saucony, you got Reebok, Asics as well, and I know Asics is pretty big in other countries, but if brands like that can push out so many high quality sneakers at certain price points, why can't big companies like, you know, Nike, JB, Adidas do the same thing? Like the ventilators that came out in 2015, like each one of those were only $160, but the Sneaker Politics one's got like pig suede on it, as good as the Asics ones that they pumped out, for like $160. That's ridiculous, right? So yeah, so I always wondered why you've got those companies who can manage to consistently push out high quality sneakers with beautiful craftsmanship compared to bigger brands, right?
Well, I think there's an easy rule to that. It's just, you know, like Nike just rules the market. They rule it. Like, you know, Adidas is probably, you know, a distant second, but they're definitely second. And they've just got name behind it. It's like any sort of consumer product. Once you've got the name, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And so those, let's call them smaller companies like Asics or Saucony, have to battle against that by producing quality products, because it's really the only way they can compete. You know, I think they've found a way into the market, particularly over the last 2 years, going to those vintage models. Like I said before, the 550s and the Forums, they're selling really well, and that's giving them a foot in to the market.
Yeah.
I think.
I agree.
And I think also the manufacturing is always different with Nikes. I think they manufacture in different locations, different areas, different companies, and that's why it's a hit and miss. Sometimes you get good QC, quality control on some pairs, and some you don't.
That's true.
And you can tell which ones are usually gonna be bad. Like most of the suede ones, usually the J ones are sometimes weird in terms of quality because of the glue stains. They can't seem to control the suede and the glue stains at the same time.
Yeah, the university blue.
Did Micah have that problem the other side?
Yeah, you'll notice it. Just look at your collection. Like those are usually the ones that they mess up.
Yeah, new buck.
Big thing
Yeah,
I've noticed
that's-
with quality control of late, we would have all seen the posts getting around as those Citrus 7s that have come out with mould on them, being delivered to people with mould all over them. So, you know, obviously they've been sitting for a while, but you'd think they'd check the stock before they throw it in a box.
Yeah,
You think that might be COVID though, like sitting in container ships,
waiting to be delivered into different
waiting to
countries,
be delivered. Like they could have been sitting in a port for months on end, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
all
where
of
my
those-
port testament.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean, it is concerning, Julian. You know, I'd say particularly with Nike and Jordan are the main culprits of poor quality control. You know, seeing differences in left and right foot, poor stitching, glue stains,
different amount of tumbling.
inconsistencies in the shape, different leather use on different parts. It's crazy. And so, yeah, but then I think that's where we as the consumer need to kind of put our foots down and go, well, look, I'm not going it. I'm not going to do it. I'd much prefer to go and, you know, split wide open my flaps into some ASICs, you know.
Gel light threes.
Exactly.
But I feel like that's what's happening at the moment, isn't it? I feel like that there's like it's a season for change kind of thing.
I think it's the beginning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
let's look at it. Most of us are buying everything else sight unseen. Most consumers they're
100%.
still making that leap to buy their ASICs and their New Balance straight off websites.
Yeah.
Everybody knows a Nike. Everyone's been into a shop on up. But when you're looking at these other brands, and then people they're buying it, getting it in hand, seeing the quality, and going, "Hey, I'm going back for another buy."
Yeah.
So
grab
see
what
what
you can,
happens.
boys.
yeah. And if JP just puts up a new pair of bloody sneakers on Instagram every day, the whole of Australia is going to be influenced shortly, and we'll have none left.
Stay ahead of the cycle, boys.
But
Cool. Micah, you want me to take over the
Yeah, let's do the upcoming
sneakers?
Yeah, let's do
We
it.
didn't discuss any of this, so it's gonna be a surprise for you
Yes,
guys.
awesome.
I have 7 sneakers.
Okay, hopefully we can get to see those green and purple Jordan Force again. That'll be exciting.
yeah, I'm retracting last week's statement after how long it took me to get my Cortez out. I don't want them in 2 years' time.
All right, for the
Oh,
first one,
Come on.
What
it's
are they?
now official. It's now called Lost and Found
Yeah.
with all this packaging that comes with it, with the
Yeah.
receipt, the mismatch box cover with the actual box. Was called Reimagined before. This is really official now. We're seeing some aged soles as well on top of the cracked leathers. And
The aged
all of
black
this other
leather in the
stuff.
heel.
Yeah.
It's a good way that we don't have to worry about quality control because they're mint.
Yeah. Well, they would look
They're gonna
like
come to you moldy.
Daniel. Do I even have to ask you?
Nah, these are a big pass for me, I think. Who am I kidding?
There's too many upcoming NBs for him.
On the hat there, boys. They're definitely coming home with me. They're going to be an early cop. I don't care how much I'm paying for them. They're coming home. I wasn't overly sold on them early. I don't like the cracked leather. I like all the cracked paint on the leather. I like to age a shoe myself. But in saying that, it is a Chicago. It does have to come home. The extras that are coming in the box, it just makes it even more special. It's like the trophy rooms. The few little details that came in the box with them just made them a little bit more special than what they were. So I think these are going to be a problem for the average consumer. These will be a Nike sneakers L for the majority of the population. So if you want them, I suggest getting them early.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, look, it is. It's Chicago. I can't argue with that. Like, it's already an insta-cop because of the colorway itself. But yeah, I do agree with Daniel. Just all the stuff that comes with it, right? Just nostalgia for me. Yeah, you put that out, man. I'm just gonna chuck money at you. Like, so, I probably the first pair, and you can hold me out to this, but the first pair that I'll probably go and try and get earlier and actually put some money in and pay resale.
Wow.
Right, so.
And then cop 16 pairs on the raffles when they drop 8.9 billion.
I just,
pairs.
it's the silhouette and colorway that everybody knows, no matter whether you're an enthusiast or not. When you start talking about Jordan 1s, people that don't know anything about sneakers won't say anything about the banned ones, right? They'll always go to the Chicago. So if these are popping in stores, everyone's going to try and grab them. So
you can remove the Wings logo and everyone knows what this is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was at a teacher conference before the start of this term, and there were a few of the younger teachers who were like past students and so on and so forth. And they know that I'm into sneakers, and every time that we had a break, it was always, they came up to me just asking me like, hey G, how are we going to get this? Like, you need to help us out. I'm like, I'm trying to get a pair for myself. What are you talking about? But yeah, like,
Your extra goes to me. What the fuck are you talking about?
We just lost 4 more subscribers.
But yeah, Instacop for me, guys. Instacop for me.
Do you have the
100%.
2015s?
Which one's
Chicago's.
the? No, I missed out on those, but I was able to get the Spider-Verse ones.
Okay.
The origin story is
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, the origin story was really good.
Yeah.
JP.
So I have the 15s. I bought them recently. So for me, definitely want a pair. I don't think I'm going to pay resale because I've got the 15 pair, and why would I buy these? So I'm not really a completist in my collection, so I've already got a pair. I'm not going to go out and spend another $1,000 on a pair that looks very similar that doesn't look as good.
Well, I was going to say the 15s. The 15s. Are
Yeah,
better,
so if I can get it for resale, it's going to be amazing. If not, I'm going to pass.
Micah?
Just shut the fuck up and take my money.
That's it. Hendo.
I'll try and get an L. For me, I look at this sneaker. I want to put it. I'll give it a red hot crack of collecting L's in my emails on these.
Yeah,
It's
if
a
I
sneaker
get
that I want to put in a display case.
Steve-O, if I get an email that's an L, that's a dub for me, bro.
Yeah, hey, it's almost an NFT. Really. Like, you didn't cop. Who cares? I've got the picture. Yeah, I like the story behind this sneaker. Like, I'm not a ones fan, but the story that goes with this sneaker is one that you just want to pick up and look at and explore. Like, I'm an on foot kind of guy, but this is a pair that I just would like to have. So I'll try.
I like the whole packaging, and this is probably the closest that I can get to a Chicago. So yeah, it's a cup for me.
Wait, you're saying that a Chicago is the closest thing that you can get to a Chicago?
To a Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the OG ones.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the 2015 like Julian has.
Yeah.
He thought they were a Boston there for a minute, and
Yeah. Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh, these Atlantas are closer than Chicago.
They're not called Chicago. They're called Lost and Found. You
Oh,
prick.
mate. Just whatever. Anyway,
But they're based on a true story called Chicago.
All right, on to the next one. It's probably everyone's gonna say pass to.
Oh my
It's
god,
the,
these haven't seen them yet.
It's the A6 Cayano 14 Jound collaboration. If you guys are not familiar with Jound, they pretty much hike the prices up for every New Balance releases for something really simple that they do. So
Yeah.
It's $20 a J, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's about that.
yeah, pretty much. And I'm guessing it's gonna happen for these pairs as well. So, Daniel, are you still there, or did you stop paying attention?
No, I'm asleep. No, no. Look,
Crinkle some paper if you can hear us.
Yeah.
Another lawnmower shoot.
they can
Get out of your Jordan box.
they can have Supreme
Manuel.
doing. Oh, okay. I won't put my 2 cents in. Fuck yes.
All right. We wanna hear a Jordan Head's opinion.
They could put Supreme collaboration with an A6 and I wouldn't get them. So, no, it's a definite pass.
Cool. Emmanuel.
Look, I don't know, like paying that much money for a pair that looks like the 14 Cayanos with I guess this is considered to be a lifestyle shoe, so the tooling, the tech tooling on it won't be the same as the actual performance runners, right?
Tech runner.
Yeah, like, so what's the point of spending that much on something that's not going to be as, I don't know, probably $100 per J, as saying. I would, I'll pass. I'll pass on these ones.
They're reselling now for like $800.
That's ridiculous, man.
Jesus.
JP.
Pass on the downs. Yeah, I feel that I like the silhouette. But I feel that the colorway, I'm not a huge fan of the silver sort of palette they've used.
Yeah.
It just reminds me too much of a lad shoe, to tell you the truth. I'm just with the colours they've used, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say a big no for me.
Yeah.
Micah.
So when I hadn't seen this before, when you brought up the pictures, I was instantly started going. So that's going to be a Cayano from me.
Hendo.
I'm still trying to separate the background from the sneaker because they've just made a silhouette so boring and so plain. And I feel if you got a couple of Paw Patrol puppies and stuck them on the side, you could put them in Kmart and the kids would go crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's just turned into a boring, bland mess.
So up for you?
Both colorways.
It seems to be the trend right now. They're trying to bring back all of these 2000 style runners with the silver. Sort of like
that's it. It's 2000 PE teacher sneaker of the year.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like can't play, can't teach, but teaches PE.
But his shorts are short and his socks are long.
And yeah.
Have you guys met my PE teacher? Have you guys met the PE teacher at my school? That's awesome.
He's got an Origin jersey for winter and he rolls up the sleeves.
G, promise me, G, if you ever have to substitute teach for PE class, I want those long socks. I want a bow tie. I want everything, the whole 9 yards, and I want a photo.
I'll get the sweatbands. And it'll be so good.
And a whistle around your neck. You've got to have a whistle.
All right, cool. So it's a unanimous pass for us on this one.
Oh, you're not getting
Next
them,
one.
He'll have a pair. He's on the plug.
I'm
Air
shocked.
Jordan 6 Georgetown. We talked about this a little bit in the chat, but yeah. Daniel,
These
what do you think?
These look a lot better than the PEs. These are what the PEs should have been. These are going to be trouble, and these will be these will be a must cop for me personally. They're a must cop. just continue my wave of sixes that I've been throwing through the door here into the vault. But these are a must cop. Like I said, this is what the PE should have been.
What's that one? I just saw this
I
one.
don't
Sorry.
think they're going to be trouble. I think a lot of people don't like sixes anymore. It's a small, yeah.
Unless they're an infrared.
That includes me, by the way.
It's a small niche, but I feel that they look nice.
I'll get a Sharpie and I'll write NB on the side of it for you, Donald, and you'll get them.
Yeah, they could be a Kawhi 3.
Emmanuel, cup or
Yeah,
drop
you know what?
for you?
Look, I'm gonna try because I really like the colorway. I really like the way it looks. But the thing that worries me is a case of it looks better on the picture than it is on hand. But looking at it now, it kind of very reminiscent of the Travis Scott Sixers, right? But in a GR kind of
Shorter hair as well.
Yeah. So I love it. I love the all grey with the navy on it. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And
So just to chime in real,
translucent thing.
just to chime in real quick. I'm sorry to jump in here, G, but what they should have done with these is the same thing they've done with the Oregon general release and the UNC 6 general release, and have that badge on the back heel tab. Seeing that they're a general release, they're a general release of a PE. They should have continued.
With the collegiate label.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, that would have been sick. Yeah, that would have been so sick. Because it could have been a throwback to the actual, what do you call it? It could have been like paying homage to the throwback Hoyas jerseys, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, that would be sick. I reckon.
Put a 3 on the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a different league altogether.
So cup for you, G?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Cool. JP?
I'm on the fence. I've got the UNCs sitting here. Haven't worn them yet. I don't think I'm going to run out and get them because I just don't think they're getting any foot time for me. If I was to get rid of the UNCs, I'd probably replace it with these. So I'm going to say maybe.
Micah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I like sixes. But I don't actually wear them a lot. It's funny. But it is a cop for me. I really like it. I think the colorway is awesome. And I'm going to try and track down a Iverson jersey to go with it.
Cool. Endo.
I think they look beautiful. I think they're a great colorway. And sixes, like Micah was saying, I really do like sixes, but they just sit on my shelves. So as much as I like it, I won't try and get a pair. They just don't find foot time for me. And I think once you get enough pairs, you've got to start looking at, are you actually going to wear them or watch them crumble, depending on what kind of
Like get moldy.
Get moldy.
Size 11 on release day, please, Hendo.
They might be the Georgetown blue cheeses when they come in. Don't worry about going to Woolworths for your mud pack. You'll be going to grab some crackers.
What about you, Donald?
For me, it's a pass for me. Or if I can trade my UNC 6s as well, I'll do a JP. I'd trade that for this one because I think this is more wearable, but it's gonna sit, guys. I don't think it's gonna be a hard cup for this one, even if you want them. So
I don't know.
but it's a pass for me at the moment. Cool. Next one, some New Balance.
Yay!
Teddy Santis.
Aww.
990 B3 again in the classic navy blue colorway. Should I skip you, Daniel, or do you still want to chime in on this one?
No, I'll chime in. I don't hate New Balance. I have a pair. Look, they are nice. They are nice. They're not for me. But I think they, obviously being a Teddy Sanchez, it's going to be a bit of a problem for the regular consumer to pick up, I think.
Cool. So it's still a pass for you then.
Definitely.
G.
I'd love a pair if the pairs that we're getting here in our shores come in half sizes, right? Because I love the color And I know the half sizes, I've seen them overseas, but they never appear in the Australian stores. So it just sucks, man. Like the red ones, I tried on the 9, I tried on the 10. If they had a 9.5, I would have copped it that day that we were out of the city. Like, but we'll see. We'll see. On the fence at the moment.
9.5 cop, basically.
Yeah.
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 JP.
I don't know if it's on the list, but I'm going to say no to these ones. The other ones that we were talking about the other day are going to be yes for me. But yeah, these, I love the color. Same with G. Like, I'm halfway in between most of them, so, and it's impossible to get 12.5s over here. If I can cop overseas, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to have to say no for me.
Cool. Micah.
I actually prefer the colorway of these over the green and purple pair, but yeah, I reckon the colorway is dope. The upper looks really sick, but it's just that midsole, man, on this silhouette kills it for me. I just can't handle it, so it's a pass.
The giant midsole.
I just don't like it, and I talked about it last time, that in the middle of the foot where it goes curves in. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just can't handle it. Not a fan.
Cool. Hendo.
I'm probably the opposite to most. I like the silhouette. I can't stand the colorway. I feel if I get this, I'll have to put it on. I'll have to put on a baggy hat. I'll be straight down to TAB to put my bets on, and then straight to the RSL to watch the cricket. I'm like, I've gone past Dad and I've hit Granddad. Like,
Play some bingo.
that colorway, that's all that resonates with me. Like growing up.
You're saying
New
that
Balance.
before I say cop, really.
Yeah.
So-
The New Balance and the Saucony in that blue, light blue, grey colorway. I'm like, that's just straight out of the retirement home for me.
So, Donald, what about you? Have you got some nice cardigans to go with these?
He's got one of those and a
I
walking
do.
stick.
I'm shopping for one now.
The
He's
New
got his
Balance
early-
Zimmer frames coming in.
He's got his early bird special ticket lined up the RSL ready to go.
That's it.
Despite
4:30.
everything Hendo said, it's still a cop for me. So fuck you guys.
Hey, don't worry, you can.
If you win the meat tray, we'll have a barbecue with you.
Hey, and to celebrate, we can all go down to Rivers together, so you can select an outfit to go with it.
You can get some nice pants to go with it. You can borrow G's PE teacher's uniform.
Alright. Next one. Some hype. Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low Black Phantom. It's horrible, but Daniel.
No, I'm going to pass on these. I don't like them at all. And it's not the fact that there's going to be minimal hype around it. It's literally a school shoe. That's all it looks like to me. If I wanted a black school shoe, I'd get an Air Max 90. So it's a pass.
Cool. G?
Yeah, 100% pass. I think the do you guys remember the Nike undefeated dunk versus Air Force Ones?
Yep.
Last
They
year.
came out with the black, you know, the black ones. Those black
Yep.
ones look better than these.
Yeah, because that
100%.
one has a blue outsole, I think.
Yeah. It has the icy outsole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the pair I have. Not
It's
handy.
in one of your 7,000 boxes behind you there.
Yeah, I should. Yeah,
Yeah. Should be an easy find.
right down the bottom at the back.
To ask, JP's got all yours down on a spreadsheet
Yeah,
somewhere,
see, look.
so
Yeah, they're nice.
See, these
Yeah.
look better, right? They
Yeah.
look a lot better.
yeah.
I'd
Just
pass
that
on
blue.
these for sure.
Just that blue breaks them up. There's nothing on this silhouette that they're bringing out that's breaking it up.
Yeah.
It's Travis Scott.
Well,
Yeah. That's right.
So I'm
JP.
going to go on the other side of the discussion. So I've got those pattern black Jordan 1s, and everybody hated them, and I really like them. I like these. I like the stitching. I really think they're interesting. I'm probably going to be one of those people who chase them. But yeah, I think I really like them. And lately, I've been wearing lots of dark shoes, dark Air Force Ones, and Dunks and stuff like that. So retail only. I'm never going to pay resale. I'm not sure about those laces though that they've got in them with the stripes on them. But I reckon like the black and the red looks like fire. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Micah.
Yeah, it's a stitching 3M out of interest. Looks like 3M in the
It looks like it is, hey.
Yeah, it
could
is.
be.
It is.
Let me see if it says something.
It is 3M.
It is.
Well, whether it's 3M or not, to me it's trash. No, I'm good.
Cool. Hendo.
Yeah, no. If we turned that swoosh around and took off Travis Scott, they even sell.
Probably not.
Nope. No. But the ironic thing about these will be it'll be the only fucking the only W we get on sneakers.
Yeah.
And we don't really want it.
Yeah, it'll be one of those $500 Travis Scott shoes.
Yeah. And
Well, one
is
thing
it just like
it could actually be, you could actually do a pretty sick custom on them. That was
I'm
what I was
stopping?
thinking.
Travis Scott's gone. I'm just going to call him DJ Khaled 2 now. It's just another one.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
So with these, I feel that's
Yeah.
either going to be super limited, and like there's going to be like really not many pairs, and they're going to be super expensive, or the opposite, they're just going to flood the market, and everybody's going to get a pair.
If you buy those, you're fucking dumb.
Oh,
See, that's
That was-
another two of our users, man.
Yeah,
Our
sorry.
listeners,
all
man.
the
We're-
hype.
we're-
Sorry. Would you put if you wanted Travis Scott? Would you buy that, or would you buy one of the last ones, like the
frag
reverse
straight up.
smokers or the fragments? Like
The reverse smokers.
I know what I'll be putting my money into if I wanted a pair. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
that.
but stop
And-
alienating our listeners.
And one of our hosts. One of our hosts just left as well. It's like you it felt like you were directly talking to Julian there.
I'm
I thought we were meant to
sorry.
trigger him. You told me before he joined that let's trigger Julian tonight.
You don't need to go that far, mate. Just say I'm on year 2.
if they brought out an Amamania 2 just black with 3M stitching, I'd be beautiful, wouldn't it?
This here,
That works.
For me,
this here is where is the pinnacle, in my opinion. Like that's these are even better than the frags, in my opinion. Right? They should have only gone up from here, not down.
Yeah.
And I feel with these black ones, it's gonna potentially, unless he brings something bigger out afterwards, potentially destroy Travis Scott with the Jordan brand. Boom.
I don't think so.
I don't think you can destroy him with the Jordan brand. There's too many 13-year-olds out there
These are going to
That
sell
are
out.
100%.
They're going to sell
subscribers
out.
to our show.
this is
They're
still
gonna
gonna
sell out.
Someone
resell.
likes it. Somebody likes it.
They need
That's why I'm
100,000
copying
people
this.
to like it worldwide for it to sell out. So
It's
Yeah, that's
a
right.
drop in the ocean, and it's a Travis Scott. So we all know that. We've got no chance. Even if we don't like it, we know we've got no chance on sneakers to get it.
does anybody? Yeah, I was about to say, does
Different
anybody
logo
know
on the back as
the
well.
meaning behind the B or whatever it is on the back?
Don't know.
No.
I don't.
Interesting.
Probably
Maybe.
one of his songs as well, right? Like,
I thought Micah, being
not
the host of the
sick
show,
boy.
would have researched it.
I didn't even know what was in the upcoming list, mate.
He didn't even know the order we're going in on the show either. But
Yeah.
I'd cup this and
unbelievable.
flip it for some jams.
I think you missed out a J.
you probably get
Yeah.
one of them's silent.
Next one. Something different. Reebok Jeff Staple with the Instapump Fury and Club C Revenge. Let's start with Daniel. What do you think, mate?
I don't mind these. I don't mind them. They're different. I love them, the Insta Pump on them. I won't cop them, but I don't hate them at the same time. Like, I think if you're going to go for them, you're going to love them.
Yeah. G.
I'd love the Club C's. Like, I know the Club C's they've already dropped overseas, haven't they? Like in America, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure
I
they
think
have.
they already have.
Have they?
There's yeah, I'm pretty sure a few people have already started posting like when they dropped about a week ago, and I didn't even realize they were dropping. So I'm hoping that they do end up on our shores. But yeah, it's very reminiscent of the Puma Suede Classics that came out a few years back for the 50th anniversary that they had. And the funny thing was with those staples, those Pumas, is that the Jeff Staple ones went on sale for $50. So, like, they were just sitting. So I'm hoping these sit, which probably won't. But they've got the pony hair on them. I like it. I like the silhouette. I like the colorway. I like the textures. Yeah, if I can get my hands on them, definitely. I'll try to get 2 size 10s, but they'll be real good.
Yeah, I actually really
JP.
like them. I don't like the Insta Pumps. I'm not an Insta Pump kind of guy. But yeah, they're fire. I love everything, the quality of the suede that it looks like. The embroidery, everything looks sick. Yeah, definitely the Club C's for me.
Cool. Micah.
I've still got the Travis Scott on my screen. So is this
Yep.
the Pigeon Instapump? Yeah.
And the Club C Instapump. Club C Pigeon, sorry.
Yeah, right. So I saw those and I was just like, holy fuck, crazy pigeons. I love the whole pigeon theme, man. Like, my God, those original SBs, the
Yeah,
first
man.
pigeons that caused a riot.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, that shoe. If there was no hype on that and that shoe just came out, I would have copped it straight away regardless. It's just such a sick theme. Love the orange on the bottom. But yeah, just not an Insta Pump guy either. So just for that reason alone, it's going to be a pass. But he's done a phenomenal job on them.
Steven.
I like them. I'll try and get them. I'll probably not get them. I'll probably only go to a size 12.
Yeah,
Another awesome thing that
The
Reebok
worst.
does as well.
Yep.
But yeah, nice shoe, nice design. Everything about them is nice. So better than that Travis Scott that I saw that is still on my screen also.
Really?
Yeah, I think
No, I
Everyone
can,
seeing
I
the
can see
same
them.
thing, or
No, I can see the Reeboks. I can see the
Yeah, no, I got the Reeboks.
Riverside has stuffed up all night. So.
Riverside, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I have seen them. I do like them. I will try if they come in my size.
cool. I like the Club C on this. I might try and cop the Club C's.
The
I'm not
Club
an Insta
C's,
Pump guy
like
as well.
the Club C's are the grey kind of suede ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very hairy stuff.
Yeah, I like
Very
those,
sweet.
man. I like those. I'll try and cop that pair.
Yeah. The Club C's are definitely better than the Insta Pump. But
Yeah, I like the look of those much more.
Yeah. Cool. And for our last upcoming, some Bape stuff. Marvel Bapes collaboration. Daniel,
He's gone.
what do you
Yes.
think, mate?
Yes,
about this re-release?
they are coming. All of them. All of them are going to join this Hulk Bape in my collection. I saw these today and I nearly creamed my knickers. These are amazing. They just
Knickers.
The lacy ones.
creamed my
Donut.
panties.
Donald, no follow-up questions.
Kick
No
him, kick
follow-up
him.
questions.
Nah,
If they're
these-
G-bangers, they better not be backwards.
all honesty,
I said no
right?
follow-up questions.
in all honesty, obviously I'm a Jordan head, but if there's a shoe that's next and a very close next, it's Bape to me, and it's especially the Bapes with the patent leather, and the ones with the Marvel collaboration are just absolutely amazing. I'm spewing. I missed out on all of the first ones, and I'm spewing. I threw out the box to me Hulk one. So yeah, these are a must cop.
Cool. Emmanuel.
A pass for me, but I do love the concept. I've never been a fan of the Bape shoes themselves, like the actual ones that they do. Like their collaborations are great, but I don't know. I was just never into the these ones, but I love the what do you call it? The story behind them and the inspiration behind them, I should say. But yeah, Daniel, I'll try and assist if you need a hand.
I appreciate that.
So I'm
JP.
a huge Marvel fan. I've bought shoes in the past, and they've been in my collection. I've got rid of them all the time. I like the Captain America ones. They're kind of sick, the colors. But I feel that I don't really like that sort of. If it didn't have the character on it, a stitch, and it was just that colorway, I'd probably grab them. But yeah, I just can't get into them, unfortunately. Yeah.
Pass for you. Cool. Micah, are you
Um,
seeing it or?
No, but that's all right. I know what they are. It's I'm Babesters are okay. They're kind of hit and miss. This one's going to be a pass from me, but I'm also not going to offer my hand to someone who really screamed in their knickers.
The lacy ones.
So if G wants to offer his hand, that's good with me, mate.
I don't want your hand in my creamy knickers anyway, mate.
I'll sanitize.
Oh my god.
Thank you, G.
Just
keep
the
it-
new COVID.
Just keep the deep heat away.
How do you feel about Daniel's stickers?
Fortunately for me, my app broke again, and I missed the conversation, so I'm gonna have to
Just say no.
watch it. Is that a cream pie in my pie? 'Cause
We went from mud pie to cream pie.
Anyway, I like what they've done at the collab. I won't be copying them, but I do like the collab. I think it looks good. Like, one of my favorite shoes in my collection is the Iron Man Harden 3s, and I wouldn't mind the Iron Man version just to go next to them. But no, they do look cool, and the little raccoony thing, whatever he is, I'm not the biggest
It's Rocket Raccoon, mate.
Marvel fan. I think I saw them at the register at Big W once. But, no, the collab has done really well. I think they've really hit the mark on that. But I won't be copying. And G's already assisting Dan's brain pie hand or something. So
Cool. It's a pass for me. I don't get it. It looks too kiddie for me, so I mean, my daughter would love this.
hold on, but you said they look too kiddie, so if they did like a granddad version, you'd be keen.
It's too young for me.
I was going to say, Donald, there's definitely not a pair you
Is
can wear
there
to
a Stan
Rivers.
Lee version?
Nah. Stanley one would probably work better for me. Plus, it's too shiny. It needs some suede.
Stanley's a bit too young for Donald.
All right, so I think that's it for our upcoming sneakers. Micah, close us off, mate.
No worries. What a fabulous episode full of way too much sneaker talk as per usual, and a lot of innuendo that was unwanted and unwarranted. So, thank you. So yeah, we'll have a few closing thoughts. So let's start with you, Crinkly Paper.
All right. Look, over the next couple of weeks, guys, we've got some pretty big things in the pipe works, especially an episode that we've got coming up in September. I think there's a few Sydney members coming down to our Melbourne sneaker meetup. So that could be some good vlogging, potential live action going on there. So, yeah, as always, tune in weekly, but keep an eye out for that special week that's going to come up in September.
Perfect, G.
Oh no, just a pleasure to be part of the crew again. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but yeah, just make sure for those 4 of you who are watching and listening, just make sure you follow the awesome gentleman that's on the screen, guys.
Perfect, thank you. Julian.
Yeah, this is a highlight of my week. Friday nights with the boys, talking about shoes and all these innuendos. But yeah, I'll be heading down to Melbourne for the 10th. So hopefully all the Melbourne crew can rock up and we can get some Sydney guys down there as well. But next week I've got some good show and tell shoes coming up. So tune in.
Well, I'll
Nice,
definitely see
nice,
you down.
nice.
I'll definitely be there when you come to Melbourne. So I look forward to see you, mate.
Sweet.
Hendo.
I'm not going to Melbourne. Somebody has to hold the fort. I'll let everybody watching this week's episode know that I won't be here on next week's episode. I'm already saddened by it. I've got to go to work. But if you tune in the week after, I think I'll be back. But again, enjoyed talking sneakers and mud cakes and cream pies and blinky eyes and pink eyes. Whatever comes up.
So sweet dreams, everybody.
this hour and a half of on-foot talk from blue cheese to Swiss cheese and everything in between. It's good fun. Come back, leave us some content ideas in the comments if you're watching. Anything you want to hear about, anything you want us to talk about, or if you're really adventurous and want to come on the show and bring something from your grocery list, let us know.
Cool.
All right, thanks. Cheers. All right.
I fell
And
asleep.
next week
Oh my
it's
God,
it's
I'm
Beatty's.
surprised you're
It's
awake, old
Beatty's.
man. I don't know how you did it. Any thoughts from you, Donald?
Yeah, I think we just lost all of our listeners by this point. With Hendo shitting all over them every chance they can get. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are still listening, we'll probably start doing some Instagram lives as well, because we can't just do pickups on the podcast. It's just some of the guys here picks up way too many sneakers every week, and we can't show all of them. So maybe hang out with us on
JP and
live.
G could just do lives of the mailman every day, dropping off
Yeah,
boxes.
I know. So yeah, we lost Micah. I don't know if we want to wait for
Like
him
last week.
or do we just close off the show.
I reckon his beanie fell off and he's got to put it back on. Ready? Here.
Oh, here he is.
He always
Me.
bails at last
There
second.
we go.
There he is.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh my God, it's like the worst technical difficulties every week. Just as I'm trying to close. Last week you couldn't
I
even
know.
hear a word I was saying. Anyway.
You have blank screen for a long time, so this is gonna be a bitch to edit again.
Oh,
So.
that's all right, mate. We'll bring we'll come up with something new this week instead of Donkey Kong. I love Donkey Kong. I'm going to give you something new to work with this week. Anyway, guys, awesome show. Thanks again for coming along. Thanks to all our viewers, and yeah, please keep liking and subscribing to us and supporting us. And yeah, we'll be back every week. All right,
And just on the absence of Pablo,
mate. You just can't keep your mouth shut,
mate,
can you, mate?
the show has been amazing.
It's amazing.
Cheers, guys.
All right, take care,
Peace.
boys.
Yeah, no, that's what I see, boys.